Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. As you see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. Whoa, exhausting D&D session. No, not in like a negative way or something. It was just it was literally a battle which took up the entire session. It was meant to be a long one, mind you, because it's meant to be like a not like a final boss, like a mini boss sort of thing, and it definitely took longer than expected because of some pretty not great rolls. there was I think 2 rounds in there where literally no damage was done to the enemy, which was interesting. But good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 11:33 p.m. on Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. Yeah, I mean, no, it was well needed. Certainly, because that group had not had a combat session for like 3 sessions, or combat at all for like 3 sessions, because they were doing a lot of investigation. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what part of D&D we necessarily find best. Maybe we actually find the non-combat parts the most fun. I'm not sure, but I think part of D&D is having like the entire mix of here and there. Now, of course, I'm not really planning to have that long as combat session every single time. It's reserved meant to be for the bigger sort of boss fights, and this is like in my mind this was like it was like a mid act 1 sort of boss fight, where it was meant to be like a mini boss for chapter 1, I suppose, of a story. I do have in mind what I think a chapter 1 boss fight will be, but that is neither here nor there at the moment. Yeah, I will say though, I don't know, if it very much went on for long enough, I was just like, I don't even know how did I describe things anymore. I'm just going to say what happens like bluntly, and people are like, fair. I also realised afterwards I did like the wrong voice for the enemy. I actually just gave him an enemy like a voice from one of the other campaigns, because I forgot that like that was not their voice, and I was like, oh okay, this is gonna like, well, it's not really going to have that much like lasting consequences or anything like that, but so be it. It's hard to get all the voices straight, to be perfectly honest. But yes, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. Genshin Impact new patch came out. Did I pull for Alicino? I didn't. I threw some pulls at it. I threw like 30 or 40-ish pulls just to see if I got her early. But Clorinde and Sejerine have been teased as the next characters, and I want to pull Clorinde, so saving up for her instead. What am I going to do after this? I'm probably going to take some time to pack. Not everything. I'm going to do half a packing today, half a packing tomorrow. Methinks. I'm going to try and get all the practical things packed today, or like found out, like I'll find my sleeping bag, find my sleeping mat, stuff like that. And then tomorrow I will pack things like clothes and toiletries, hopefully. There might be a stream tomorrow. I think I will try and stream tomorrow. Fortune has worked out where I probably can, though I will stream probably for about 2 hours rather than the full 3 hours. You might be like, how's the thumbnail come along? Literally, I've not worked on it. Genuinely, I just don't have time. I just have no time whatsoever to actually work on this, which is a shame. I would like to, but I just don't. Yeah, what else are we going to talk about? I don't know. To be perfectly honest, what should we talk about conversationally? Let's see, Asha's games. Also, do I have like YouTube? I forgot to title today's YouTube video again, so I guess I probably should title tomorrow's. What's tomorrow's? Paradise Killer. Okay, Paradise Killer luckily are easier ones to title because you just say a quote that happened in the episode. That's why the story ones are always the easiest. But I do have recorded a backlog for not all of next week. I don't have Okami videos for next week, but I have the other 2 series for next week, which is good because it means that next week I'll hopefully have more time to get back into the swing of things. I don't know. I'm just trying to think what I need to pack about something. Like I said, I've done camping. Well, I'll be doing camping. Sorry, my brain is like bleh. It's very dead after that long session. I need to like not speak for the rest of. I mean, it's not much of the rest of today, to be honest. It's like 11:30. Did I save it as well stuff? Good evening, everyone. I probably did. I can't remember. I don't really know what to talk about, to be perfectly honest. What can I talk about? Have I spoken about Build-A-Bear before? My friend was basically messaging me, and they were just like, "Oh look, there's like some cool Build-A-Bear like sales going on, for these sort of things, and some Animal Crossing characters. Am I going to buy some? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to be really here to pick up the delivery, I suppose, which makes it a little bit harder. If I do. And honestly, I actually have quite a few, like, bears from Build-A-Bear in the first place, or animals in general. Let's see if I can try to remember, because basically there's a shopping centre which was not too far away from where we were, but it also, that shopping centre is where we did like all these big sort of shopping, like for shopping for clothes. It's where my opticians was, is where I bought video games from. But they also had a Build-A-Bear there. Back in the day when there were two Build-A-Bears, there was Build-A-Bear and Build-A-Bear Workshop, if you didn't know. I think Build-A-Bear Workshop was like the American one, and Build-A-Bear was like the UK one. Eventually Build-A-Bear went out of business and like got bought by Build-A-Bear Workshop, which renamed itself to Build-A-Bear or something, I think. Let's see. Build-A-Bear versus Build-A-Bear Workshop, I think. I don't know if that's true. Build-A-Bear Workshop, yes. But this is the new one, which is the American. I don't know why I said that's already. American one. What happened to the actual Build-A-Bear? Build-A-Bear UK. Because I swear there were two different companies. I might just be making this up. It wasn't Build-A-Bear Workshop. I swear. I could have sworn there were two different companies for this. Maybe not. Or maybe we just rebranded that one. It was always the same. Maybe it was the same brand. I actually genuinely don't know. Yeah, I can't remember. So in my mind this entire time it was like we had the old Build-A-Bear and there was a new Build-A-Bear, which I saw I think I saw in America actually the first time. And then I saw like another one open up not too far away. But anyway, so that original Build-A-Bear, I still remember it pretty fondly. Like, you had to pick out like the outer skin fur or whatever bear you wanted to build, and then you go to like the stuffing machine and you choose like how stuffed you want the bear. You can have it like be super soft, you can have it be not irregular, and you can have it all be like really stuffed, so it'd be quite firm. And then what you can do is you can put like you put a heart in it or something, like you're meant to make a wish and give it a kiss or something, and you put the heart in, and then I can't remember if you sew it up or probably like the helper sews it up, and then you can like buy some clothes for your Build-A-Bear, that sort of thing. I loved it when I was younger. Oh my word, I loved it. Like me and my sister went there quite a lot. Like I remember I had a shelf, and the shelf which I'm actually using now to hold a lot of my plushies used to hold a lot of the Build-A-Bear things. So it would literally be like 2 rows of that shelf just of Build-A-Bear. I think I went there. I can't remember how many times, but I'm trying to remember the bears I built. I think 4 different times we went there, and then I also maybe built one in America as well. 5 different bears? Is that right? I don't remember, but I do remember. Okay, so the first bear I built, I think, I called Oxnard, I believe. And they're all named after like Hamtaro characters. I remember him. He was like this very sort of curly haired bear. He was like of a normal stuffing or whatever, and I don't remember what clothes he was in. I think it was like in a red polo shirt. No, was that him? Maybe that was the other one. Anyway, that was him. And, oh yeah, and I forgot, you get a certificate afterwards as well, where you can like put their name down and they'll be like, oh, you know, the Build-A-Bear certificate or whatever, this character who belongs to, you know, insert your name here. So I remember Oxnard being like some very curly haired bear. And then I made one which I think it was either called Howdy or Stan. I don't remember. But this one I remember was much smoother. It like had a sort of velvet-esque, not velvet, but velvet felt. No, I don't know what material that's called. Remember, cotton-esque finish, but like short haired, I suppose. And I remember he was like super stuffed. So he was like a firm, hugging density. And then I think there was a sheep. That might have been the one built in America, to be honest. And I remember the American one was different because you had a computer where you could type in the certificate and fill in the form, I suppose, for the bear. And there was also like games you could play on the computer, I think. I can't quite remember what the sheep was called. I think the sheep might have been called... Look, I'm thinking the name Ellie, but because I definitely had a sheep called Ellie, but I don't remember if that was the sheep called Ellie or not. Because if it would make more sense for me to have named her after an Hamtaro character, but I'm trying. Like, I definitely did not have one called Bijou. There's not that many. Oh, she might have been called Penelope actually. She might have been called Penelope or Penny for short. And I feel like she had like a pink like buttoned shirt dress. I don't know why I remember this. Oh, I also got a cow at some point, which I don't think was from Build-A-Bear, or maybe the cow was someone I got from America or something. Excuse me. Because that cow, I also feel like I remember putting that pink dress shirt, shirt dress on. Because dress shirt is actually something different entirely. And I think about it, I think that cow was called Daisy, from what I recall. But I think that cow wasn't from Build-A-Bear. I think that cow was like a souvenir gift got from my mother or something when she was like on a work trip in Belgium or something like that. Because I remember it had like a speaker which you could push on her foot, and she would go just like that. And I think I went back one other time, which is why I think there's two names of Howdy and Stan in my head, except for I can't remember what Stan looked like, because I think Howdy was that second one. I can't remember what Stan looked like, but he existed. And you might be like, oh yeah, what about your sister's Build-A-Bears? I think one was called Crystal? I don't remember the others at all, but eventually they all ended up under my possession in my room. I wonder if I have any really old photos in my Google Photos with these Build-A-Bears. I love them so much, to be perfectly honest. I like Build-A-Bear. I think it's cute, it's sweet, and it's honestly, if I went back now, I'd be like, this is incredibly nostalgic, although probably not nostalgic in the same way, because they'd probably change a lot of the mechanics of how it worked. But I genuinely just remember a lot about that, just like going there, picking out like, oh, which sort of bear do you want stuffed, and then going to like a big old stuffing machine, which I remember I really wanted to like be able to personally use it myself. Obviously it's not a great idea, because it like what it basically does is it ejects stuffing from it like at a really high capacity, and a child using it is probably, one, not great safety sort of regulations, and two, the child will probably stuff it atrociously, because you're meant to like stuff each of the legs or something of the limbs in turn to make sure everything's right, and then I'd probably get the wrong stuffing list. But I remember so badly wanting to be able to use the stuffing machine. I wonder if I search Build-A-Bear store, Build-A-Bear UK store, it will look like how I remember it. Because no, it's all Build-A-Bear Workshop now. But it's not how I remember it. Anyway, nowadays you can build like lots of things which aren't just bears, right? Old UK. Because I remember that was revolutionary when I went to America. So I think that's probably where, if her name was Penelope or Ellie, I can't remember. That sheep, wherever I got her from. I think she was from America, because I remember sort of being like, whoa, because in the UK one we had like, it was just a load, it was just bears, as far as I can record. I want to find the old UK Build-A-Bear store. It didn't have the word workshop in it. I remember this, I feel like, very clearly in my head. And the art style for the bear on the front was very different. Maybe like, hold on. Build-A-Bear 2000s. Store. Someone had to take a picture of it, surely. It's not this Build-A-Bear Workshop. I remember this bear, and it's distinctly different. I also remember, I feel like there was online games that you could play with Build-A-Bear, one of them being like, you like kiss frogs or something, like you do your own like Princess and the Frog sort of story. And I remember there just being like a room with like 100 frogs in, and you had to find like the right prince to kiss or something. Is that a thing? Am I making this up? Build-A-Bear online game? Bearville Alive. It's just like an online multiplayer thing. This is not what I had in mind, I don't think, but characters. I don't think this is what I had in mind. Oh, this it's like I remember it being like a sort of like a click and point adventure game. Build-A-Bear Fluffed and Fabulous. Fabulous, is this one of them? Maybe. Oh, the pie! Oh my gosh, this has sparked a memory in me. The pie eating championship. And you basically had to eat as much pie as possible, and you had like different difficulty levels. Oh, that sparked a memory in me. That's crazy. None of this do. This stuff is all after me, I think. After my time. Kind of like a Club Penguin, but for Build-A-Bear, which makes sense. Be sort of like online multiplayer spaces. Surprisingly popular when you're younger. I'm really trying to remember. Okay, yeah, I was going to see if I had any old photos. I don't think I do, because these old photos are probably from when I was like 14. I was probably like too old at that point for Build-A-Bear. Well, not actually too old. Like probably in my heart of hearts I wasn't too old, but I don't think I have any photos from... Yeah, wait, hold on. Okay, no, I'd be 11. So plausibly, but I don't think so. I think all these photos are old, like holiday photos, if I recall. Oh man, everyone in my family looks so different back then. It's almost weird to see. A lot of videos. I'm sure I took a picture of them at some point, maybe. I'm sure I still have them somewhere. I think they might just be like in an attic somewhere. Like in a bin bag. Not for an I would never throw them away, but I feel like I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to channel. When was Build-A-Bear? Build-A-Bear. When did a factory like open up? 1997. Build-A-Bear 2000 models. 2000s Build-A-Bear? Retired Animals Build-A-Bear Workshop Wiki? Maybe. Wait, 1997 Curly Bear. That actually looks exactly how I remember Oxnard. Vintage Bear looks like, not Pudsey Bear. Is it Pudsey Bear? Hold on, I forget. Pudsey Bear. Not Pudsey Bear. The other... Oh, whatever. I'm just going to keep scrolling until I see the bear fabric, which looks correct to me. I don't think I'll have all of them, to be perfectly honest, but... and I guess 1990 is probably a bit too old for me, since I was like 2. I don't know how old I was when we actually went to Build-A-Bear, to be honest, but I remember them so fondly. I remember, I honestly, I loved dressing them up, getting them, and like playing. Well, I mean, I love playing with my plushies in the first place. I get so much hair on my face. What is going on? Tuck it away. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm just scrolling through the wiki, looking through retired bears to see if I see one and be like, oh yes, that's the one. But it doesn't look like it. It probably doesn't have all the retired ones. Oh, it stops at 2007. Very nostalgic though. Anyway, now you can get like a huge variety of like all sorts of different bears. Yeah, as I was saying, like I remember going to America, and I think that's where the sheep one was. I can't remember what my sister got. I'm sort of trying to channel my inner energy and be like, what other Build-A-Bears? Because I can remember almost vaguely. Yeah, I remember Oxnard. That one for sure. That one curly hair, and then the felt stuffed one is either like a Howdy or a Howard. Howdy is the actual Hamtaro character, so I'm prone to think it's that. And I remember sheep, and I don't remember the fourth one at all. I'm really trying to remember. I just remember the cow instead, but she wasn't even a Build-A-Bear bear. I'm just trying to find... I don't know. Because this is all going to be US stuff, not UK stuff. There's a Build-A-Bear subreddit? I bet that's got like a wiki of like all the Build-A-Bears or something. That's crazy. There really is a subreddit for everything. Build-A-Bear. What? Oh, I missed out an R. Sorry, / has no R. My brain is actually just broken. Oh yeah, anyway, my friend sent it to me because they have like a tardigrade plushie or something, which came out, which I was like, that's pretty cute. Build-A-Bear. Oh my word. This person has a lot of rabbits. I feel so nostalgic. Just looking at these Build-A-Bears make me go like, oh, so cute. I remember these. Wow, someone made a custom moth one. That's cute. Anyway, yeah, but there's like a lot of cross promotion things now where you can get like a lot, like there's Pokemon, there's Animal Crossing, etc, etc. Oh, I'm just sort of like reveling in nostalgia now. Build-A-Bear. I wish I remembered them, or I had photos of my other Build-A-Bears. Maybe at some point I'll try and find them again, but I'd only really be finding them again for my own curiosity. But I'm sure there's old photos somewhere my parents have of them, probably. Anyway, I'm going to round this episode up here, so if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Adding. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, let me wave. bye bye for now.